guess you'll be seeing this in the evening or early morning tomorrow, but we are live from Old Piedmont High School in South Carolina, or Old Woodmont High School in Piedmont, South Carolina, excuse me, for this playoff game between the Upstate Huskies and the Charlotte Blue Storm. Just about ready for the coin toss already. I do apologize if there are any issues with the audio quality. It is pretty windy here, and that's affecting the microphones a bit, but hopefully it won't be too noticeable on the final touch-up. All right, and so the Blue Storm have won the coin toss and have deferred to the second half, so we're going to see Brendan Taylor and this Husky offense out to start the game. Now, this is a matchup that we've seen before. I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago that the Huskies took down the Blue Storm in pretty convincing fashion. It was 38-18, wasn't it? It was something like that. No, 38-18 was the Predators Cowboys. So I don't quite remember what the final was between the Huskies and the Blue Storm the first time. The Huskies played pretty handily. Kind of got a little lax in the second half, but they built up such a big lead that it didn't matter. I think they had a 28-point score in the second quarter alone. So definitely a big showing and one they're going to look to replicate. And I would say for the most part, as far as the Blue Storm is concerned, they've just got to find a way to find some consistency on offense because it was remarkably inconsistent last time out. I mean, Nico Cleves was running for his life at quarterback. They didn't make a very conscious effort to establish a run game to help him out early, and I think that would really go a long way, especially considering that they have the I formation in their playbook, and the Huskies don't have the biggest defensive front in the world. If they can manhandle them on the line of scrimmage and establish some dominance on the ground early, I think it'd go a long way toward making the game more manageable for Cleves. And on the other side, the Huskies defense has been the unsung hero of a lot of the games they've played in. They've been deceptively good. Their offense is high scoring and gets a lot of attention, but the defense has done enough to make sure that they don't have to score in possession. So that will be their main focus, I'm sure. This offensive line for the Blue Storm, it's not great. It's not worse, I think. It's not the 90s Cowboys line either. So I'm sure that's the game plan for Donnie Burke here again for the Husky defense to get pressure on Cleves early, take away the run game by sending a lot of blitzes, preferably from the outside linebackers coming into the backfield, because the Blue Storm do seem to like to run it to the outside. Should be a fun chess match as we get started here. I'll have to track down a roster from the Blue Storm. I lost the one they gave us last time, unless I put it in that one. That's it. All right, so I just converted the Blue Storm roster within my book bag from the last time we played. So you have to see, and the wind playing a role already is Rico Stack. You had a very team the last time the Huskies met. So the kickoff will speed. Again, Leo is going to be probably pretty disappointed coming out of this one. We storm again with points of pressure filters and whatnot. This is the best we've got on short notice. We didn't realize the wind was going to be this much of a factor today. We were more worried about rain. Stacky's kick goes deep, and I think Foster and Daniels both thought the other was going to field it. Now Daniels picks up, he's out. Oh, he's got some room in front of him. Stack was the last guy to beat, but he's caught from behind at the 40-yard line. So a big-time return to start things out for the Huskies. And now this offense can have a short field to work with. First down and 10 for the Huskies. Shotgun. I believe that is Deontay Cartledge beside him. And they're going to hand this off. That is Cartledge, and he was met behind the line and pulled forward for about a yard, if that. Probably going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Good effort by Cartledge just to make it back. much. Yeah. I really do think the audience say got forward progress out to the 42, so it'll only be a loss of 2. Third down and 12 coming up, and now Huskies are in God-a-throw situation, really. So expect to see Brendan Taylor drop back here. Try to deliver something. I know it's easy to say from up here, but I would look at maybe coming out of the formation and then calling a play based on how the DBs are looking. They're probably playing pretty close. Oh, and there's the back. Taylor goes downfield. That's by Daniels in the open field, and he's tackled from behind at around the 5-yard line. I was just about to say they were playing really aggressive. It would benefit the Huskies to try and go deep there. And Brendan Taylor, I mean, he's had some fantastic shoulder things over the course of this season, and that is just added to a big catalog that he's had so far. First down and goal, I believe. Yeah, first down and goal from about the 7. They're going to run this one up the middle. Nothing happened there. And about 2 on that play. Second and goal coming up. Taylor in the pistol, Cartledge behind him. They're going to hand it off to Cartledge, and credit to the Huskies for making an effort to establish this ground game early, and more credit to the Blue Storm defense. They are not having any of it. Gain of about a yard on that one. Third down and goal, and now the Huskies bringing in some big men. This one's probably going straight up the middle. We've seen this out of them too. When they get down here in the red zone, they like to go wildcat especially, and that is a snap to Daniels. We got flags before the play. And it's going to be a false start against the Husky offense. And yep, there comes Brendan. I was just about to say. Watch for him to come out. So now third and goal from, looks like they're going to call this the 7-yard line. So far, only one pass attempt for the Huskies at this point. And it was a big one, gain of about 30 yards. That's what got him down here. And blocks look defensively. 4 receivers on one side, and Taylor's going to roll that way. And he's going to fire. It's incomplete. Number 2, the intended receiver on that one. Some good play design. That's just a little too far to the outside to be a real hit. So we're going to 4th down and goal. Pull up the Huskies roster real quick. I've got a great copy of the Blue Storm one and a digital copy of the Huskies. It was Eric Rice, the intended receiver, the 5'9", 215 athlete out of Spartan High. 4th down and goal coming up. Trips to the right side of the field. And Taylor's looking that way, under some pressure, trying to roll out. Steps back and delivers the ball to the back of the end zone. That one falls incomplete. Receivers want some flags, and I don't think they're going to get them. I don't know, is that a goal? I think that's a goal, but not a flag. So, Blue Storm defense holding early on that drive. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and Charlotte's going to take over at the 6-yard line. Big stand for them. Nico Cleaves out in this 4-receiver set. We saw a ton of this in the second half the last time they played the Huskies. And they're going to send this one up the middle, a little bit more openings there for the ground game on that run gain of about 3. It's like, gain of 2. Second down and 8 coming making a few adjustments at the line. Back. Now he's calling for his receiver to come inside a little bit. Oh no, it's a jet motion, and after all that, oh, it's going to be a keeper by Cleves, and the Huskies were ready for that one. That must have been something they saw on film from the last game. I don't recall Cleves taking off the ball. Read options like that. Very good. A lot of yards on scrambles. Third down and 8. We might get to see Cleves' legs here. Again, the vast majority of the Blue Storm's long yardage plays came in the form of legs by Cleves. He was really just instructed to make something happen. And he's got all day to throw, going to just go down the middle of the field. This one's intercepted. Taking it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get a number. It's number 12. Nigel Moore, I was about to say, number 13, Nigel Moore with the interception. He has had a lot of them this season. First down and 10 coming up for the Huskies. Back in the red zone again. First trip didn't go so well for them. We'll see if they can learn from their mistakes here. Taylor 1 of 3 passing for 30-some-odd yards to this point. Make the jet motion and hand it off to Cartledge, and again, the Blue Storm are not going to let the Huskies run up the middle, at least in this opening quarter. Going to be a gain of 1. They'll set up second down and 9. Both teams now playing around with that jet motion a little bit. It's definitely only a matter of time before they start handing it off to that receiver and trying to break something on the outside. We'll keep an eye on that as things progress here. Receiver set. There's that motion again. Taylor fakes it. He keeps it himself, looking to throw under some pressure. Just kind of heaves it up into the end zone, and that one is broken up. There were about 5 different players that had a shot at it. 2 Huskies and 3 Blue Storm DBs. It'll be third down and 9. Interesting to note that that's twice now that Taylor has had to roll out of the pocket on throws that are probably further than 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage. That's where he's been best this season, is on those quick throws. Little screens, hitches, and whatnot. They've gotten some major yardage out of those. And really, it's a tough ball. I mean, 39 from the 14, your entire playbook is open. But you got to stick with what's been going well. And so far, the Huskies have had a little trouble save that one play. And this is Taylor going for the end zone. That was well overthrown. I think he just threw it away. So now the Huskies with another 4th down. They can't pick up a first without scoring. Ball's on the 14. They need to get to the 5 or so. Interesting play call coming up here. If it wasn't 4th down, I would personally say to maybe look into a tunnel screen to foster something. Those have worked pretty well this point in the season. Looks like they're going to go trips to the left and flex Cartledge out as a receiver. And it's good. Yeah, 5 wide set, 2 on his right, 3 to the left. Cartledge split out in the slot. Taylor looking to throw under some heat. Has to roll to his left. And he's looking for something at this point. He's going to take off, and he is not going to get it, I don't think. He'll be about 2 yards short. And another turnover on downs, forced by the Blue Storm defense. First down and 10 coming up for Charlotte. So far, the Blue Storm have definitely turned out their defense for the last time these 2 teams met. They are looking a lot more cohesive. Started by shutting down that one game early. For the Huskies, they forced Taylor into situations when he's not comfortable throwing. He's definitely more of a rhythm passer. His playing style is definitely different from Lee, who's more apt to allow that natural ball sort of way and make things happen on his own. And got the ball starting. It's just a huge penalty. They're at the 5, but only bring it back to 2.5. So second, and we'll round it up and call it second and 13. first and 13. Stick with that four-receiver set. And they're going to hand this off, and I think that's a safety. He was definitely tackled at least the one, and there it is, the first points of the game. Coming the form of an Upstate Huskies safety. Running back was tackled in the backfield right at the mesh point, too. I don't know if Cleves was intending to pull that one, but if he was, he did not get a chance. That is a huge momentum-shifting play there by the Huskies defense. 2-point conversion attempt coming up here in a moment. And nobody's actually coming out on the field yet. This is interesting. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, you think they're just going to call it 7? Because it looks like they're lining up for a safety punt. Yeah. Oh, what am I thinking? There's no 2-point conversion after. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I got mixed up. I guess I saw somebody end up in the end zone, and I thought, oh, PAT. So, yeah. No. Here, Huskies. Not even update their score. Huskies up 2-0. Stasky sending some deep. We're going to be kicking from the 20-yard line to the Huskies are going to get pretty good field position. And this kick makes it out to the 40 and bounces a little bit, and it's fielded by a receiver that falls down. So converted there for the Blue Storm. The Huskies are only going to take over at about the 35. It'll be first down and 10. Yep, first and 10 from the 36-yard line. So as it stands, a 46-yard punt. Coming from the 20, that is not bad at all. Yeah, it looks like they're going to put more effort into establishing this run game, trying to bring in some bigger bodies to help with the blocking. And they might have gotten a yard. Second down and 9. Now it looks like they're flexing out of that look back to their standard 4-receiver set. Motion Foster across the formation, then handed off to Cartledge, and still nothing going between the tackles. Credit to Cartledge to get what he could out of that one. Fell forward after hitting the pile. Gained 2. Will set up third down and 7. Huskies leading by 2. Only have 1 first down on the game. In fact, I don't think that was the only first down of the game for either team. Was that pump fake, deep shot by Taylor. An empty backfield looking to throw. There's a quick hitch. And with some running room is trying to get a number. I'm not sure who that is, but he's all the way down to around the 45 or the 35-yard line. Yeah, that's the 35. Number 9, that is Adrian Briscoe. Haven't called his name much this season. Making an impact early. First down and 10, and I think we got him out on the field. Not quite ringing the bell. When I first caught it, I was like, oh, there's no way that's number 9. He's not tall enough. You'll see him when he breaks the huddle. He is 6'5", 250 something. He is a big dude. You can see him at the very left side of the huddle now. He's got orange shoes. He is definitely a couple inches taller than everyone else for sure. right, and it looks like we are back out of the break. Huskies looking to continue the offensive momentum built after that third down conversion to Adrian Wilco. Taylor throw again, just a quick out to, I believe that was Cartilage. Yeah, he got pushed backwards and then went out of bounds on that play. It's only going to be a gain of 3. Establishing a little bit of a rhythm for Taylor. I like the offensive approach now. They came out slinging a little bit, might have put a bit too much pressure on Taylor early, and now it seems they're being a bit more deliberate about getting in the rhythm. Move this ball up to the 31. It'll be second down at 6. And now I can hand this off to Cartilage, and he was right in the backfield and bounced it out to the outside just a little bit. Now he's moving the pile. This is going to set up third down and short. He didn't get the first, but he sure got close. Let's see where they spot it. I think it's going to be 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3, yeah. In the first quarter, and Taylor, I think the wind caught that one because that looked to be on target, and then as it hit its arc, it really started to sail. Foster was open on that one and could not connect. No, that's not Foster. I'll try to get a number here in a second. I think if we'd been playing inside, that would have been a touchdown. Definitely the right play call. I mean, he was open, but especially in outdoor venues like this, you do have to find ways to compensate for the weather when it's factored against you, and the Huskies just couldn't quite pull it off there. 4th down coming up. Looks like they're going to go with that quarter flip again. Watch for Taylor to roll to his right. And Taylor's looking to the right. Now he's going to take off. And now he rolls right. Got a man wide open, and that one was caught, I think, in bounds. That sure looked like a touchdown to me, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. Maybe his foot was on the sideline or something. I don't know. Was there even a ref over there? Because the only official I saw was in the other side of the end zone. Oh, that could have been it. Yeah. I guess we'll have to take a look at it once the footage gets uploaded. But as it stands, it's a turnover on downs. And, you know, honestly, I'm fortunate because if we had actual replay, like if this were an actual college football game, we probably wouldn't know how that turned out until like 2 o'clock. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Storm. Coming off a really big defensive stop there. This is going to be a screen pass. Oh, and that one was blown up well behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Melton, the receiver, and he got chopped down for a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14 coming up. And Cleves definitely hesitated a little bit on that release. He does have kind of a wind-up, which can factor into quick throws like that, but, man, credit to number 21. He blew that up from the start. That's Cameron Clayton Gamble. It was quite a tongue twister. Cameron Ray Gamble. Cameron Clay. All right. And the pass intercepted. He threw it right into coverage. It was number 30, I think. 20 you said? 25. That is, I think that's one of the additions that Donnie sent me a couple of weeks ago. Work on getting that named for you, but as it stands, the 2nd interception in I think 3 drives there for the Blue Storm. So their defense has been playing quite well. Offense, though, needs to find a way to capitalize. And interesting to note, I think since that pump fake screen pass, we have barely moved from this part of the field. Both teams have been living right around the 20-yard line of the Blue Storm. I think we've got 38 seconds left in quarter number 1. So I'm not even going to say that. I'll let you say that. That's as we say it, we get a delay of game penalty. So the 1st and 10 turns into 1st down and 15. Huskies still within the red zone. Ball is on the 19-yard line. They need to get to actually ball's on the 18. Need to get to the 3. And I think we got a timeout taken on the field, so the Huskies having a considerable amount of trouble getting this play call in. I mean, you'd think if they're taking this long to get it right, you'd think it's got to be some kind of trick play. 17 seconds left in quarter number 1. Clock is stopped. We'll be back in a moment. Play to resume. Go ahead and explain the playoff bracket a little bit. This is semifinal round. Only 4 teams got in. It's a 6-team league. Number 1 seed is Rock Hill. They're playing Union County today, and then the Huskies and the Blue Storm are numbers 2 and 3 respectively. So regardless of who wins this one, unless Union County pulls out an upset over Rock Hill, either of these teams are going to be going on the road next week. A little triple option action here for the Huskies, and Foster might have been lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain about half a yard on that one. 2nd down and 15. And there is the end of the first quarter, so we'll take another quick break. Huskies lead 2-0, only points so far. A safety surrendered by the Blue Storm. Other than that, it has been a defensive showdown with a lot of incomplete passes, a lot of interception, and a lot of problems caused by the wind. See how that shakes out as we move forward. The team swapping sides of the field. I think the chain getting got a little tangled up. They're having trouble corralling everything down there. And there they go. This is fine. This is fine. I'm not mad. I think you just get really worked up on that. Keep on working over at it. So second down, and 15 for the Huskies. Need to get this ball to the 3-yard line so they can pick up a first down without scoring. And this one is going to the end zone, caught by number 5. That is Derek Gentry, who has quickly become one of Taylor's favorite targets this season. Just on the slot post, straight in the middle of the field, cut underneath the safety and walked into the end zone. Great throw there from Taylor, great reception and great play design by the Huskies to go up 8-0. 2-point conversion attempt pending. And Taylor looking to the right. Now he's going to take off. Evades a sack. Great job just to get out of the pocket. And this one is caught by Gentry again. Oh, and they say incomplete. You got to give that to him for the effort he went through. And the referees say no dice. So the score remains 8-0, but not for lack of trying. Great reception there by Gentry. Just a hair out of bounds. So, we'll gear up for kickoff. should be Keith Adams Hunter, who is, and yep, there he is. He's had a pretty good season kicking the ball so far. Hasn't seen much action outside of that. And in the meantime, it seems like it has been an eternity since we saw the Blue Storm offense. We'll be checking in with them shortly. Adams Hunter has everything lined up. We'll see if this one falls over like Sestakis did. And the Blue Storm making some last-minute adjustments, and we got an onside kick recovered by the Huskies. Oh, that was perfect! And you can't advance an onside kick, but oh man, that was gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. It bounced. It looked like it was going to bounce into the chest of one of the Blue Storm upmen, and I mean, it just went right over his head. That was perfectly executed by the Huskies. So, picking up a first down in dramatic fashion, 1st and 10. Ball is right on the 50-yard line. Yeah, I saw that too. Amazing how many more people show up for playoff games, isn't it? So, 1st down and 10 for Brendan Taylor following that touchdown pass to Gentry. And they're going to hand this one off to Cartledge. And this is what you'd like to see. The passing game looks to have opened up the ground attack a little bit for the Huskies. That was Keontae Cartledge really rumbling ahead. Gain of about 14. We'll see where they spot him. And this one is going all the way down to the 29-yard line, I think. Gain of about 19 on that run. Got to change the scoreboard. We are in the 2nd quarter now. Cartledge tries to break this one to the right side. Nothing happening. We do have a flag. Looked like somebody might have grabbed his face mask. And nope, they're marching this one back. It's going to be a hold against the Huskies. 1st down and 20. It's off to Cartledge again. Pushes forward and gained about 3 yards. And Cartledge having a little trouble getting out. Looks like he's okay. Just needed a moment there. Pardon me, that's not Cartledge. That is the 2nd running back the Huskies use. It's Malik Williams. Getting some touches there. 2nd down and 17. Taylor looking over the middle. This one is, man, 3 different guys had a shot at it. That one was off the fingertips of Eric Rice and then batted up. There was a receiver behind him that had a chance, and then it looked like it might be intercepted, but it went over everyone's head. Setting up 3rd down and 17. So another big 3rd down coming up here for the Huskies. I would not be surprised to see them try and run maybe all curls, curl flats, something to set up a 4th down and 5, 4th down and 7 situation. Not a lot of plays in the playbook that are going to consistently get you 17 yards at a time, but they are looking deep, and this one is over everyone's head, I think. Yeah, he was looking for Foster, and Taylor must have thought that Foster was going to break the outside, and he didn't. So it'll be 4th down and 17 now. And the Huskies have a really, really interesting choice to make here. They can either try and go for it sending someone back to receive this one. That is. It's just listed as Isaiah on this roster. We don't have a last name. So backfield for Taylor, and there is the kick, and this one, man, I think the wind caught that too. Oh no, it bounces out of bounds. Wow, what a kick! Bounces out at the 2-yard line. So the Blue Storm are pinned. Great kick there by Brendan Taylor, and it looks like Hunting was the right call there because remember the Huskies' first points of the game came off of a safety when the Blue Storm were in pretty much this exact area. So definitely be on the lookout. And we have seen Cleves go under center before. I would not be surprised if this is just a quarterback sneak to try and get them to breathing room lead. Blue Storm running game has been effective when the running backs have been able to get room. They have not, such as on that safety, they have gone backwards quite consistently. So we'll see what they have drawn up here. Cleves is in the shotgun. He has a running back on either side, and they're going to hand this off. It's a screen to the outside, and he was able to pick up a couple of yards. So it wasn't a quarterback sneak, but the Blue Storm do have that breathing room they needed. Ball comes out to the 5-yard line. It's only going to be a gain of 3, but that's a big 3 yards. That's going to help them out a lot. Actually, it looks to be second down and 6. And I think the Huskies jumped a little bit. No flag, and oh, hey, whatever works. Pass is intended for Jalen Cannon, and then was tipped and caught by Rico Sestacchi, the kicker, out at receiver. Notching a reception there. First down and 10 for the Blue Storm. Getting everybody involved here. And Cleveland looking deep now. Everything closed off, and this one is over the heads of everyone. A lot of guys had a shot at that one, and nothing happened. Rico Sestacchi, the intended receiver. Second down and 10 coming up. And back in that split block. Cleves looking to throw. He's going to dump it off to one of those running backs. We got a flag in the backfield. As it stands now, this is going to be a loss of a couple of yards. Let's see what the flag's for. Could be a hold. And yeah, it is a hold against the Blue Storm. And I think the Huskies are going to decline that one. If they do, it'll be third down and 14. And yeah, it does look like they declined that penalty. So third and at the exact yardage here in the moment. It actually looks like the runner made it to the line of scrimmage. So that would make it third and 10. And it'll be third and 12. He lost 2 on that one. Third and 12 coming up for the Blue Storm. They have struggled in long yardage situations, especially in this game, but in the last one too. They got going in the second half, but especially in the first 2 quarters, they had major issues converting on big downs like this. Cleves looking deep, going to sling it downfield, got his man on a corner, and this one is tipped and intercepted. The third interception by the Huskies defense, and the third separate player to notch an interception. Yeah, that is Cameron Lilly picking that pass off, and the receiver had a shot at that one too. I don't know, that the first 2 were definitely on Cleves. That one, I don't know. Sometimes you never do know where a tip ball is going to go. The Huskies are able to get the best of that one. 3 first-half interceptions for Nico Cleves, and if my knowledge serves me correctly, he's the only quarterback on their roster. So many changes would be, again, I don't know if they play quarterback on that roster. If they're looking to make any changes moving forward, might be hard pressed to, because their offensive identity does seem to revolve around those deep passes. And capable of throwing those. But speaking of quarterback changes, it looked like we had Keontae Cartledge take the snap at quarterback there and just throw a bench route to an open receiver, not able to reel it in. 2nd down and 10. Brendan Taylor is on the field, and I think he's going to split out again. So the Huskies sticking with this Wildcat formation. Cartledge and I think that's either Foster or Daniels in the backfield. Cartledge looking to throw again, and this one is caught. So they saw something they liked the first time, run the exact same play, and this time it works out. Going to be a gain of 6 yards on the quick out route thrown by the running back, Keontae Cartledge. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Huskies. And so we're getting word now. Keontae Cartledge played running back, or played quarterback in high school. He plays running back now. He can swing it a little bit. Looks like he got his reps in. Now he's back in the backfield. Or no, he's throwing again. I misspoke. Going to drop back the pass under some pressure, and man, I can't believe you. I think that was Eli Eason. He was coming in with some purpose on that one. After that sack, it's going to be 4th down and 12. Take a moment to remind our viewers that today's game is brought to you by Shake and Bake Raceway in Piedmont, South Carolina, who have allowed us to use their racing stand to film this game. We've gotten a great bird's eye view. And Taylor throwing over the middle, and this one is incomplete behind the intended receiver. That was DeMonte Foster. Open. Turnover on downs. Huskies got a little too cute there on that possession. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Storm. Another turnover on downs forced by their defense. So Nico Cleaves is going to be the quarterback on this possession. They're sticking with that receiver set. I have a lot of the coaching staff's faith in him. Really damage the quarterback's confidence if you take him out of the game or receptions like that. They do need to make a conscious effort to try and get him in a rhythm. Now this is an outbound line. That was Chris Melton receiving the handoff, picking up a couple of yards on the ground there. A gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 coming up. And actually, it looks like we've got another quarterback warming up. That's the guy that's only listed as Isaiah on the roster. Don't have a last name. And nothing happened in there. It might have been Melton again, and he got hammered right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up. Pivotal 3rd down here. They're going to motion the running back out of the formation. So 5 receivers set. And now Cleaves is looking to motion someone back, but they didn't see the signal, and this is either going to be a delay of game or a timeout taken. And I don't see a flag, so I guess the Blue Storm had time on that one. Making a lot of substitutions, it looks like. Bringing in some bigger bodies, which is interesting considering the down and distance. Usually they bring in the big guys on the short. See how things shake out. 3rd down and 7 pending. yards to the sticks now, and that is, again, considering how much the Blue Storm was struggling in long yardage situations as is, that is a huge penalty. 3rd and 12 now. And it looks like Cleve's finally got that receiver to motion across the formation, and now he's looking deep to his check down, and this one was dropped. That was Chris Melton coming across the field on, I think that was a dig route from the other side. I mean, he was open, hit him right in the hands, and he just dropped it. 4th and 12 coming up, and surely they're going to punt here. And, yep, doesn't look to be Sestaki, but they do have the guy ready to kick this one away. That's Eli Eason. Sestaki. I don't see him at all. That's not Eason. 15's on the sideline. I'm not sure who this is kicking. Unless they've got 2 number 15s. Rico Sestaki is gone. I don't know where he went, but he's not on that sideline. And we got another timeout taken here by the Blue Storm. They can just a lot of confusion surrounding this punt, and not sure what happened there. Sestaki's 33. Oh yeah, there he is. They're going to split him out as a gunner. So I guess they feel he's best served catching the ball rather than catching or trying to tackle. Interesting choice here. I think this is Isaiah set this one away. No, this is Isaiah. And Isaiah's kick, I'm going to assume that's his last name and not his first name. It's a nice punt fielded by Foster, who's got some grass in front of him. Oh, man, he took a big shot. And his knee almost didn't go down on that one. He stopped at the 40-yard line. The Huskies are going to take over from there. Man, he got hit hard on that one. Even with the noise reduction filter on, I think you could hear that one from up here. We'll have to check the tape. 1st and 10 from the 40 for Upstate. Looking to expand on this lead. Now it feels like it's been a while since we've seen their offense. Still only 8-0. Really anybody's ball game, but both offenses have to find a way to get some kind of consistency going. I mean, that's about right, really. And instead, the Huskies are going to continue to try and develop this ground game, and the Blue Storm remain committed to stopping it. Only a gain of 1 there for Cartley. 2nd and 9. I don't have stats on it, but I cannot imagine his average yards per carry have gotten above maybe 2 at best. It's been tough sledding between the tackles for Deontay Cartley. And Taylor looking to throw under arrest. Now he's going to roll out, and he tucks it, and he got a yard. 3rd and 8. And both teams making a couple of substitutions. Now a lot of substitutions. It looks like half of the Blue Storm's defensive line is coming out of the game, and now they can't figure out who the 11th man is. But they got it sorted out now. Yep, that's 11. And again, the Huskies with that quads look. 4 receivers on the right side of the field. And Taylor's going to roll that way, throws on the run, and that one was well behind Foster. Incomplete, and the Huskies are going to have to punt. Quick 3-and-out force there by the Blue Storm defense. down and 8. We'll see if Taylor can cough and corner this one like he did last time. I think he'd be hard pressed to pull that off. It's about 58 yards to the end zone. And this punt might have shanked it a little bit, goes, and it actually, took a nice bounce back to the inside of the field. Looked like it was going to hop out. Instead, it rolls to the 28-yard line, and the Blue Storm are going to take over from there. So we'll see if their offense can get anything going or if they make a quarterback change. And it looks like Nico Cleves is heading back out, so I don't know what number 12 was warming up for, really. I guess he just wanted to. First and 10 for the Blue Storm. And they're going to stick with that split back look and sweep this one to the outside. Man, this dude is making moves. That's Chris Melton. Bet he dodged 5 or 6 people. Wow! He got lifted completely off the ground. And the Blue puts the pile forward past the sticks for a first down. I don't think I'll ever see a play like that again. Oh, and they mark him short after all that. Second down and 1 coming up. Man, that was something else. And this is the exact same play, just another lead sweep, and 8 yards. Blue Storm looked to have found a formation that might be working for them. They've had some success with the split back look. First down and 10. Ball's all the way out to the 44 now. They've netted 16 yards on this drive. Oh, and that's a false start. Yeah, the center moved his hand. So, make that a net of 11. No. Down to 15 coming up. Now, Cleves motions 25 into the backfield. I think they got a tight end. No, there's a guy all the way to the top of the screen. That's the stack. Got it open a couple of times, but not reeled in any passes. Cleves looking that way. Now goes back to the other side of the field. Goes a perfect spiral out of bounds. Second 15. Yeah, that sure was a pretty pass. It just didn't really end up anywhere. Now the Blue Storm back to that split back look. And Cleves is going to throw out of it. Both running backs going out to receive, and Cleves just hit as he threw. Donnie Bird wants an intentional grounding penalty. I don't think he's going to get it. Because there wasn't a receiver in the area in which the ball landed, but Cleves got hit as he threw, and that affected his release. Third and 15 coming up now. And we got a timeout taken by the Blue Storm. Blue Storm out of timeouts now. It stopped. Third and 15 when we got back. Again, I don't know, they really are close to that no man's land territory because their corner is no more Ken King. I mean, he's not going to be able to coffin corner it from this area of the field, so going for it, if you're able to pick up some yards on third down here, might not be the worst option. And in that regard, I would think their best bet would be running that lead sweep to the far side of the field, just doing what they did on the first 2 plays of the drive and flipping it. see. And they're going to go 4 wide again, 2 receivers on either side of the field. 25 has been getting the bulk of the carries. He is in the formations. They might motion him into the backfield. Looking to throw under duress, and now he's rolling out, and this one is caught right along the sidelines. It's not going to be a big gain, and we're going to see it was forced out to the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the completed pass. It'll be 4th down and 15 coming up, and now the Blues Storm have it. Oh man, and that punt went straight up, a total knuckleball, and then takes a really nice Blue Storm bounce down to around the 22, I think. So what started as a pretty rough and tumble punt goes in the favor of Blue Storm, closing in on how much time's left? Get that number shortly. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Huskies. Oh, and we got a timeout call. I tell you, I don't know where the Blue Storm keep getting these timeouts from. Considering Taylor's tendency to run out of the pocket, this will probably be the last play of the half. Unless they get it stopped, maybe a second or 2 left on the incompletion, or they could just run it up the middle. They do have the lead. It's only 8-0, but they do have the lead, and they have their defense playing really, really well. So we'll see what choice they make here. And 4 receivers in the set. It looks like they're going to at least try something. And they're just swinging out. Oh, no, it's a double pass, and now he's going to sling it downfield, and this is intercepted by the Blue Storm. So that's twice now. I think the Huskies kind of outsmarted themselves. And now the Blue Storm with a chance to put up some points at halftime. What, you know, this has got to be the last play of the first half. So time expired on that play. It did take a while to develop. So Blue Storm are at least going to be able to go into halftime with some momentum following that interception thrown by Keontae Cartledge. That's a stand. Or wait. Player signal 10 minutes. So we will be back, and they usually take a couple of warm-ups. So probably 12 minutes, I'd say. We'll catch you then. Huskies up 8-0. Blue Storm set to receive the kick when we come back. right, and we are set and ready for action here in the second half between the Charlotte Blue Storm and the Upstate Huskies. Playoff junior college football coming to you from Piedmont, South Carolina. Huskies up 8-0 following a safety in the first quarter and then a really well-thrown touchdown pass by Brendan Taylor in the second. But outside of those two plays, I mean, almost nothing has happened offensively for either team. They have struggled and struggled mightily against two defenses that are really looking to prove something here. I mean, I know the Facebook promo said it's win or go home, and these guys definitely heard about that because they're playing their hearts out trying to make some stuff happen here. But both offenses, again, I mean, they have struggled, especially Blue Storm. Nico Cleves threw 3 interceptions in that first half. I think he might have thrown 6 or 7 in the 2 games he's played against the Huskies. It's been tough sledding. So, and I mean, they haven't helped him out too much. They have not done a great job of consistently establishing the run game. It's been there, but they haven't put a ton of thought into it. Or not necessarily a ton of thought. They haven't run it as much as Cleveland would like them to, I imagine. But this will help out a little bit. Ball's going to come all the way out to the 43-yard line or so of the Huskies. Yeah, I forgot about that. You missed that. Yeah, that onside kick was almost perfect. I don't know why they went for it after the touchdown, but they did, and it was beautiful. It was bouncing along the ground and then hopped right over a dude's head, and Foster picked it up, no problem. So they're going to spot the ball at the 48-yard line. And here we go. They're sticking with that split back look again. This is where they've had the most success, running just some little sweeps to the outside. They'll have one running back block for the other, and now I don't know what 25's doing. Yeah, he was. They only had 10 men on the field. He's coming in as a slot receiver. And there is that play. It's the third time they've run it, and this time the Huskies were ready. I imagine that was one of the things they discussed during the break at halftime. It's 1st and 10. It'll stand as a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7, and that was all Chris Melton towards the end of that one. He had those yards. Time here, and we got a flag. Not sure what this is for. I can only assume delay a game. And it's a false start against the Blue Storm, so 2nd and 12. Oh, that'd be the second time he's done that then. Well, the Bucs just scored 17-17. 27 seconds go before half. Gronkowski finally got a touchdown. All right, and their play, this is a really well-designed play, perfect time to call it, and, man, even better effort there from the defensive back. That's Cameron Clay Gamble. Had an interception earlier. I think he did. Man, and again, that was set up perfectly. I mean, they were one hand from Gamble away from taking that one to the house. They've run that sweep 3 times. Just fake it, go for a play-action pass. And, I mean, dude was open. Just a really, really good play there. Break up that pass. 3rd down and 12. Now Cleves has all day to throw. We're going to sling this one downfield. Has a man open, and it is well overthrown. So 3rd and 12. It's going to become 4th and 12. Oh. Holding on the offense. So the Huskies will probably decline that. Yeah, you're right. Because the Blue Storm ain't been moving it anyway. And I think they are going to decline that one. So it'll be 4th down and 12. Huskies going to get the ball back here shortly. Adjustments here. getting all those ducks in a row. I think they've got 11 men this time. And it's a low snap. The Huskies almost blocked that one. They definitely hit his foot. And that punt is going to net about 20 yards, if that. Great rush there by the Huskies front seven. I mean, I couldn't get a number on the guy that blocked it, but you could tell he knew he had it because he slowed down as he closed in on the punter to try and set up that block. If you come in there too fast, you just miss entirely, and he punts it right behind you. So, good play there by the Huskies special teams to get them some nice field position. Ball is going to be spotted at the 36-yard line. First down and 10. And Taylor going to flip this one out to Foster. And he's got some nice blocking in front of him. 12 yards and still going. Got a flag on that. Came out right as Foster lowered his head. Yep, it's a hold against the Huskies, so I guess that explains how he got as far as he did. First down and 20 unless it's a spot foul. Would have come out as late as it did. Might be a spot foul. They're going to move back. Spot foul, okay. First and 13. First and 14, I guess. Out to Foster again, since it worked so well the first time, and Foster able to pick up the first down a second time, out past midfield, it's still going, taken down at the 47. It's a gain of almost 20 yards. Another flag. Yeah, I think they back.
What is that?
Flag fell out of my pocket or something. I don't know. Whatever happened, I think it was against the Blue Storm because that moved up a couple of yards. I think it's going to be like 1st and 6. Got the ball on the 45, so I can only assume that, I mean, it had to go against the Blue Storm, and now we got a timeout. I guess, yeah, this one's taken by the Blue Storm. I don't know if they want to give the referees a second to figure everything out or if they were misaligned on defense, but we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, you should have seen the Blue Storm in the second quarter. Somehow or another, they called like 5 timeouts in a row. I don't know where they kept getting them. They had a lot. Got a special guest with us, offensive tackle and tight end for the Carolina Predators, Brandon Bingham's up here in the booth with us.
Semi-pro in arena.
See, yeah.
Saban.
Predators, of course, owned by Donnie Bird, the defensive coordinator for the Upstate Huskies. That's how we found out about this opportunity. Shot me a text a couple of weeks ago, asked me to record a few games for him, and since we were, again, the Huskies are right in our backyard, just about 40 minutes out. And it's a prime opportunity, good opportunity for a lot of these kids, but it doesn't seem to be a good opportunity for the Huskies' run game to this point. They have struggled mightily. That was Keontae Cartledge taken down behind the line of scrimmage, and the ball was stripped, but I think they stopped his forward progress before the fact. So after all that, I think it's going to be 2nd and 10. Yep, so it's a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Huskies. And again, this is the 4th time I think they've come out with this quads look. And to this point, the Blue Storm have really not been fooled, and they're not fooled here either. Taylor's, man, what a sack, and we got flags coming in. I was about to say, might be a face mask. I mean, they had them wrapped up. They just got a little antsy, I suppose, and that one is against Blue Storm, so making a first down. Man, that is a huge break for the Huskies.
They had been 5 first
Yeah, both teams just play a lot like the Lions did. A lot of their play calls just seem to consist of telling the quarterback to roll out the pocket and make something happen like Rippy had to back in Augusta.
It reminded me of Reno. And everything else
Yeah.
Might be something.
Oh, yeah. And they are going to look that way. This is Foster open, and he fell. Turf Monster got him. He wants the flag. I think he just got tripped up on his own feet. Ball was too far to the inside anyway. I don't think he would have been able to catch it if nobody had been on him. So Bingham called it. Right time to dial up a shot there, and Taylor just could not connect. Arm strength has been something of a question over the course of this season for him. He's accurate when he's not rolling out. If he has time to sit in the pocket, he can deliver really nice balls, but the throwing power, he is no Matthew Stafford, I can say that much. Second down and 10. And they're going to flip this one out to Rice, who gains about 2 yards on the halfback swing. So, yeah, I was about to say that. The Huskies' passing game consists almost exclusively of screens and deep shots. You see next to no intermediate throws. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9. They'll mark a yard shorter than I thought they would. So again, I mean, even though the Huskies defense really has controlled things to this point, this is still anybody's ball game. It's still a one-possession game because the Huskies weren't able to pick up that 2-point conversion early on. And at no point has either team been anything more than a stop and a touchdown away, getting this within reach or extending the lead. Instead, Taylor's forced to throw that one away, and they are right around the 50-yard line, so they might go for this. Ball's on the 43, and they need to get to the 47 of the Blue Storm. Huskies don't look to be making any substitutions, so we could see a 4th down attempt here. Taylor's standing further back than usual, so he's going to lose this one. They're coming out in that quads look again just to see if they get something they like, and they were going to fake that. Taylor was going to roll out, and we got flags going against them. Show it. Yeah, false start against the Huskies, so got to kick this one. 4th and 14. Ball is on the 38-yard line. See who's back to return. He's got his jersey pulled up above his pads, so he can't get a number. And Taylor's kick is blocked! I thought he was standing a little too close to the line on that one. So that one, that's effectively a turnover on downs there for the Blue Storm. They're going to take over right around the 43-yard line of the Huskies. So we'll see if they can finally get something going here. It's been a rough and tumble first half, especially for Nico Cleves. When the running game has been there, it's been there. When It's not. He has struggled mightily. Be first down and 10 for the Blue Storm. I know. For some reason, they've only run that sweep to the right. I don't know what that's about. They've only gone towards us. And now an empty backfield for Cleves. Just going to throw this one. Got a man open, and it's caught. That's number 25, and he moves backwards. They're going to give him forward progress out past the 40 down to the 39. It'll be second down and 6 coming up. So Cleves able to notch another completion to his record after a really long stretch without any. And it looks like they're going to stick with 5 receivers now, maybe try and get Cleves into a little bit of a rhythm. Though their play calling has been somewhat impatient in a sense. And, oh man, what a hit! Wow! That was Justin Rice Woodruff with a tackle not quite like anything I've seen before. Receiver's still down. Hopefully he's okay. Third down and 6 when we come back. Yeah, that was, I've never seen anything quite like that. Justin Rice Woodruff delivering the tackle there. The player's still down, but he's up on one knee, so that's a good sign.
I think the follow-up.
Yeah, because he wasn't down after the flip. He was still in the clear. And there he goes. He's back up. That was Chris Melk, who's been a big contributor to the Storm offense so far in the 2 games we've seen them for. Good to see he's up and jogging under his own weight. Hopefully he just got the breath knocked out of him. They do appear to have taken his helmet. Yeah, trainer's got it. And Chris Milton is going to check out for at least a few plays. I think they're going to stretch him out here. In the meantime, third down and 6 for the Blue Storm. Cleves, again, another empty backfield look, so next man up in the receiving corps. Cleves, and now he's under a lot of pressure, under some major heat, and man, what a throw. Talk about throwing on the move. I think he went all the way to the other side of the field. He was under duress the entire time and was able to deliver a really nice ball there at 25, pick up that first down. So, first down and a while. That's as we close in on the end of the third quarter out of the mission. Going back to the split field look. Now it's more of a full house sort of formation. Quarterback 8 yards back. He's got all day to throw. Going to sling it over the middle. This one is caught by number 13. Dante Pruitt had a busy day. Had a busy game the last time these 2 teams met. Main first down now. Going quick. Now, Cleves pretty far back again. And now he's under some heat. Escapes. Got flags. This could be coming back regardless. And that pass is caught for a touchdown. We will check the marker. Okay, that flag was thrown in the backfield, and Cleves got pretty far out. Yeah, man. Offensive holding. Cleves can't believe it. And that was a beautiful pass, too. Instead of 6 for the Blue Storm, it's going to be first down and 20. The ball's going to move back to 6. And the Blue Storm seem to have found something they like with the split backfield look for Cleves. Now he's going to step up and sling it. Caught again. And Turf wants to hit some receiver there, but not after a gain of around 7 yards. It'll set up 2nd down and what looks to be 12. So this is sort of what we saw in the last game between the Huskies and the Blue Storm. It took the Blue Storm a long time to get their offense in rhythm, but when they did, they were able to score pretty quickly. And by that, in that game, the Huskies had built such a big lead that by the time they got their offense rolling, it didn't really matter. But here, I mean, only up 8. This is still anyone's game. Going for the end zone, and this one is caught short of past the sticks. So they're able to pick up first down, outscoring on the 3. First down and goal. Coming up, we got stoppage play. And so the Huskies want a minute to think about it. Their defense has been playing pretty soft on this drive, especially in the red zone. They can tighten things up. We'll be back in a moment. Felt like longer than 30 seconds, but it looks like we're ready to roll here. Even Ricketts is checked into the game. He's their fullback. He's lined up running back here. And that was just a sneak for Cleves the whole way, and I think they got him in. Yes, touchdown, Blue Storm! I don't know if I've ever seen a quarterback sneak work from 4 yards out, but they drew that one up really well. I mean,
They didn't even start moving.
Yeah, and Cleves didn't do much moving of his own. They waited for Ricketts to come and start pushing him from behind. And then it was just offensive line against defensive line there. So finally, we've got another 2-point conversion attempt. Then a long time since we've seen one of these. And yeah, we were going to have flags, so we'll try this one again. They say incomplete anyway. Huskies might just oh, the Huskies had oh, so we might have an 8-day ball game. Against the Huskies, but the Blue Storm don't decline the penalty unless it was a dead ball. They snapped it. Oh, yeah. All right, so attempt number 2, this time for the 1. And, oh, man, they tried a quarterback sweep, and the Huskies were ready for that one. Man, that was a huge play by Hampton Wedman. So the score remains 8-6 in a game where points have been at a massive premium. Closing in on the end of the third quarter, Huskies up by 2, and you know sometimes when you get scored on like that after your defense has a really good game, sometimes that can be the spark that lights your offense on fire and gets them back down the field. But at the same time, scoring after having gone that long without scoring is a great way to get a team's defense fired up. So, we'll see. The Blue Storm definitely have some momentum. Huskies, I would say, have most of theirs still remaining from that dominant first half. See how things shake out here.
The way the defenses have been playing, I go for an own.
How much time's left? 4:15 left in the third. So 19:15 left in the game total. And if this is an onside kick, they're definitely doing a good job of disguising it. Stacking it's 10 yards back. I don't know if they're winding it up this much, it very well may be an onside. And nobody's just going to send it as far as he can. It goes right into the end zone. That would be a touchback. Might have gotten some help from the wind there. It would be a 75-yard field for the Huskies. First down and 10. You can hear the excitement there on that Blue Storm sideline. They're definitely feeling good about the position they're in now, and if they can get a stop, they'll be in very good hands going into the fourth quarter. So at the same time, I would imagine, as tempting as it might be to try and get creative with the play calling, it would be in the Huskies' best interest to keep things as simple as they can. Just, screens, one progression reads for Taylor on passes. Don't get too fancy with it, because that has been where they've struggled the most. That and the inside run game. They're going to try to run this to the inside, and Cartledge was chopped down and then dove forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was second down and 10. Taylor, empty backfield, just going to try and, he's slinging this one deep, and it's caught by Gentry. What a play, right over the head of the defender. C.J. Ransom there on the coverage, and that was just a great play there by Gentry to get the momentum back for the Huskies. We got a flag down, and it's against the Blue Storm, so the Huskies will continue to march forward all the way out to the 45. We're past the 45, still going to the 50. Pickup of 25 on that throw from Taylor. Taylor steps up in the pocket. Now he's looking deep. Got him in. And did he catch that? Foster, he pulled it in. Wow. Oh, and a hold against the Huskies. That one's coming back. And man, I think we've seen a lot of holding calls on both sides, but you got to be wondering if the Blue Storm defensive line is getting in the head of the Huskies offensive line just a bit, making them think they have to hold maybe more than they should. So instead of first and goal, it's going to be first and 20 from the 40-yard line. That is a massive penalty. they didn't get that far back for it to be a spot foul. Must have been like a, that's about, so somehow or another we've got second and 20, or first and 26 instead of first and 20. An empty backfield for the Huskies. Taylor steps up. He's going right back down the field, and there was a major miscommunication between him and Foster. That one probably should have been intercepted. He was lucky it was overthrown. Second down and 26 now. See how protection holds up this time. Taylor's had to get rid of the ball quickly at this point. Second and 26, long ways to go, and the screen pass to Foster makes the man miss, and now he's got some room, taking it up the middle of the field, and he's able to get some of that yardage back. It'll be third down and 12. Gain of 14 there. It's interesting considering how much he's been utilized to this point in the season. But Foster's had a pretty quiet game. And I don't think it's for lack of trying. I think he's sort of just done a good job of covering him up for the most part. Especially going into the fourth quarter in a playoff game. This is where you need your best players to step up. And Storm had one step up there. Pass was batted away by number 0. It'll be fourth down and 12. We'll see if the Huskies punt this one. I would think they have to. Interesting decision here because it's certainly tempting to go for this, but punting is definitely the right call. Just got to make sure Taylor stands far enough back that it doesn't get blocked again. That's what set up the drive for Blue Storm last time out. And they are going to bring some extra defenders in there just to make sure. And he barely got that kickoff, but it's a nice one. Fielded at the 10 or 15 and brought out to the 25, I think. So it's going to be a long field to work with. We got a Blue Storm player down on the field. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, but we have without me if I remember.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So scoreboard graphics are going to have to go without being updated for a moment. Step aside. First down and 10 for the Charlotte Blue Storm, coming off of a touchdown drive and then a punt forced by their defense. Definitely have some momentum moving forward. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. 4 wide look, Cleaves back to pass. Now he's going to roll to his left. Just heaves this out of bounds. And we've got a flag in the backfield. I don't think it's intentional grounding, and it's holding against the Blue Storm. So it'll be, it'll be second down and 20, or first down and 20. Oh, and yeah, I think the Huskies declined that. Second, or no, now they're moving it back. Yeah, it should be first down and 20, so I guess they'll flip it back. Now Cleaves rolling to his left again, tries to reverse field, and this one is brought in by 13. That's Dante Pruitt, able to gain about 5. And Storm moving quickly, second down and 15 coming up. Storm kind of struggling to get this play in. Got to be mindful of the play clock, and they do get it off. Split back look, and for the third time, Cleves had to roll out, and I think they're going to get him for a face mask here. They had him wrapped up well into the backfield, but this one might be moving forward. Check the marker. Holding against the offense, so the Huskies would probably decline that and set up 3rd down and 25. Yep, penalties declined, so he's 3rd and even longer now. Hang on, now they're moving it forward. Oh. So that is how the 3rd quarter will end, with a big-time sack of Nico Cleves by the Huskies defense. 3rd down and 25 coming up. We go back. So there it is, the official call, 3rd down and 25. Blue Storm going to be hard-pressed to pick this one up regardless of what kind of momentum they have. Might want to look into running a draw or something because their defense has played very well. Just think about getting some yardage here and putting it away. And Cleves settles down, now going to sling it to the far sideline, and it is caught but out of bounds. It'll be 4th down and 25, and you can already hear the Storm sideline calling for a punt. That punt was partially blocked. And there's some debate about whether or not the punter was hit there. I don't see any flags. So I think this is going to be Husky ball around the 45 or the 40, maybe the 35. Yep, referee's still discussing it, but if they haven't thrown a flag yet, I don't think they're going to. Yep, they're just looking for the spot. It's on the 31-yard line, so incredible field position and an incredible opportunity for the Huskies here to get this back within reach. Or not necessarily within reach, but to extend their lead into a more comfortable range. First down and 10 for Brendan Taylor in the Upstate offense. And they're going to hand this off to Keontae Cartledge, who again is just smaller in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. But we're back on sack. A holding call and then a sack after that. So it's 4th and 25. Yeah. Now the Huskies making a couple of adjustments here. Trying to make sure they got the right personnel in for this play. There's the whistle. Here we go. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. And Taylor tried to pump fake and then throw a slant. And we got flags. I think this is PI. So instead of pumping to fake a short throw, we pumped to fake a deep throw and then went underneath. And it pays its dividends. Referee's still sorting this one out, but it's probably going to go against the Blue Storm if they're already marching back. So it'll remain first down for the Huskies. So I think it's just going to be defensive holding instead of pass interference. Upstate able to pick up first down, and we got more flags. Referees have been pretty strict in the second half, as they have been all season. A lot of flags. All the teams we've been to games for. Not letting anything slide. And I think that's going to be a full start against the Huskies. It'll be first down and 15. And they fake the handoff to Foster, looking deep, got a man, into the end zone, touchdown Huskies! Is that Gentry again? I think it is. Yep, it is. Derek Gentry again coming through with a massive touchdown there for the Huskies. And if they're able to pick up this 2-point conversion or even a PAT, they can extend this lead to 2 possessions and effectively put this game away. Will go for 2. We're going to try to make it a 10-point game. And we got flags. This one is coming back. False start against the Huskies. I don't know. And, as strange as it is, when you get this close to the end zone, these false start penalties can help you a bit when you move things back. The passing lanes open up just a bit more. You have more room to run deeper routes. So see if that plays into anything here. Oh, nope. Oh, I thought they were going Wildcat for a second. There's Taylor. 2 wide receivers on either side of the field. Keontae Cartledge in the backfield with Taylor. They're going to motion Foster across the formation. Taylor's going to roll that way. Looking for the end zone, and this one is incomplete. Everyone's head might have just been throwing that one out of bounds. So the 2-point conversion attempt is unsuccessful. Kickoff looming, unless we've got more flags, and we don't. So Keith Adams Hunter is going to look to send this one away in a game that is still only an 8-point margin to overcome for the Blue Storm, but it seems a lot more daunting than it did, even when this game was 8-0. Nice. Adams Hunter ready to send this one as far as he can, I would imagine. And he slowed down there for a second, acted like he was going to go onside and just squibbed it. Blue Storm had a little bit of trouble bringing that one in, but they do get it right around the 40 and then push the pile forward to what looks to be the 43. We'll see where they give forward progress. And the ball is on the 42.5, so 1st and 10 for the Blue Storm. Really good field position to start this drive out. We'll see if they can get anything going. Nico Cleaves has had a rough go of it, but has been significantly better in the second half than he was in the first. 3 interceptions in the first 2 quarters, none since. Empty backfield look, just a quarterback draw, and he slides down maybe a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Good on him to avoid the contact, but it's going to merit a 1-yard loss. Bring up 2nd down and 11. We're going to stick with that empty backfield. 5 receivers in the formation. Cleaves now has to step up in the pocket, and this one is high and incomplete. Had a man wide open. That was Rico Stacki, the intended receiver. And it was over his head. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11. And just like that, what started out as a pretty promising drive for Charlotte has turned into yet another 3rd and long situation. They need to get out to the 47 of the Huskies to keep this drive alive. They will go for it unless they lose yards here, I imagine. Probably around 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Cleaves under duress and slings it to the outside. That one is caught, but out of bounds. 13, that was Dante Pruitt, ran into the down and distance marker, and I think that threw him off just enough to cause him to put that first foot down out of bounds. 4th and 11 coming up. It was an accurate pass, just too far to the outside. And the Blue Storm are going to punt this one. Again, only down by 8. So and their defense has been playing well. It's not a situation in which they absolutely have to go for it. Maji Foster back to return this one. Kick is almost blocked. Put on the punter to get that one away. And Foster trips, and his knee hit the ground. So this one is going to come out to the 30. Looked like he might have been able to make something happen there, but that's the 2nd or 3rd time that Foster has slipped on this field. See you, man.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
So, 1st and 10 for the Huskies. They're going empty backfield as well. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Taylor looking that way. Now he's under speed, slings it, and this one's going to be incomplete. Monty Foster, the intended receiver, had a step on his defender, but that one was well over his head. 2nd and 10. A little bit. This is something of a trend between both these teams. It's going to be a screen. This one is caught and out past the sticks. That is Foster again. Had some running room down the sideline and was able to pick up a chunk of yardage. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball comes out all the way to the 49-yard line, it looks like. Big play there for the Huskies offense. If they can score here, this game is effectively over. And really, any sort of points will do. They just need to get it to a 2-possession game. 5 receivers again. The running game has not been very successful at this point. I don't blame them for sticking with pass-only sets like this. And Taylor pump fakes, looking down the sideline, and that one is caught by Gentry. We got a flag. PI, yeah, we'll see if it's on the offense or defense. I saw someone push off, but I'm not sure who it was. And the Huskies are moving this one upfield, so I think it will go against the Blue Storm. They'll decline it, and it'll be yet another first down for Upstate. Yeah, we're just waiting on the chain game now. And yep, there's the signal pass interference against the defense. Penalty is declined. First down from what'll be the 30-yard line. Yeah, I mean, was there a timeout call? And the officials telling both coaches to get back. I mean, I really don't know what the holdup is. I would think they'd be ready to start play. It looked like a pretty simple pass interference call to me. Penalty was declined because of the big gain, and the Huskies got a first down. I don't know what the holdup is. And yeah, so there's the signal. I don't know what the chain gang is doing.
Hold the stick! Hold the stick, Blue!
So yeah, I guess that's what they were waiting on. Ball's on the 30.
They told them to move back. They had moved up, then they moved them back.
Well, it looks like they got everything sorted out at least. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. On what is, to this point, the game's most important drive. And just going to flip this one out to the sideline. Keontae Cartler's the intended receiver. It's unable to deal out him. It's a little behind him. 2nd and 10. Low snap running by Taylor. Navigating the pocket, looking down the sideline for Gentry, and that one was incomplete. Had a half step on his defender. And yet again, another deep pass sails on Brendan Taylor. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Oh, yeah. Third down and 10 here for the Huskies. Blue Storm are able to stop him here. And now Keontae Cartledge taking the snap, and we got flags. And it's a false start against the Huskies. That is a big one. 3rd and 15. They need to get to the 20. Ball is on the 35. Both teams need to have their best play dialed up here. Instead, they're going to split Brendan Taylor out as a receiver. Keontae Cartledge, the quarterback now. 3rd and 15, and it's a low snap. Cartledge Good job of him to bring it in, but now he's just got to get rid of this thing. He was really rolling out of the pocket. Now we got flags. Foster wants a PI call, but I don't think he's going to get it there. Looks like a victim of circumstance. I don't think there was much those DBs could have done to get off them. There were two guys right on him. And I mean, that was a really bad pass, too. Cartledge did what he had to do to get rid of it and prevent a major loss of yardage, but no, there wasn't one. So 4th and 15. Now the Huskies are kind of in that no man's land area. I think they're going to punt this one. Taylor's going to be kicking from the Husky 43-yard line, so we'll have a chance to pin them deep. But regardless, a really big stop for the Blue Storm there on defense. The Huskies are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them back in a few moments. So here we go, 4th down and 15. Husky's going to have to punt. One is on the 35. And it actually looks like they're lining up to go for this one. This is an illegal formation if they do. And it's a double pass by Foster. Looking down the sideline. Did he catch that? Are you kidding me? Oh. What a call there on 4th and 15. Now, I'll have to check the tape, but I really think that was an illegal formation. There was no receiver or tight end on the right side of the field, and that might be what they're looking at. Not going to update anything quite yet. Oh, yeah. Gentry's had one heck of a game. We got some jawing going on now, too. It's getting chippy. About 6.5 minutes left in the game. Sure what they're clapping about. Nobody's really moving at this point. No timeouts taken. The referee's still discussing this one with one of the coaches for the Huskies. And I think they're trying to argue that they're looking at catch or no catch. So the illegal formation doesn't really seem to be a factor. I know, that's really weird. If you knew what was going on, we'd tell you. This is every game the Huskies have played in have had a scene like this, it seems, where you just can't get a feel for what's happening. As it It looked to me like it was just a well-executed double pass there down the sideline from Monty Foster to Derek Gentry. Should set up a first and goal opportunity for the Huskies. But, I mean, you've got both coaches out in midfield arguing your side. You've got the referees trying to figure it out. Both teams are out there. At this point, is it too much trouble just to have Foster and that, or have Gentry and that DB go back out there and throw a jump ball, and whoever gets it, gets it? Yep, I think they did get it figured out. So the Huskies are going to take over on the 3-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Blue Storm in desperate need of a stop or a turnover here. They're actually going to spot this at the 7, so the Huskies have a little bit more room. All of the offensive players are still over in the huddle, though. And now they break. So it looks like everything's sorted out. First down and 10. First down and goal from 7 coming up. Going Wildcat again. No running backs in the set. Deontay Cartledge is in the backfield ready to catch the snap. This close to the end zone, this could be a draw. He's going to throw it straight up, going for Taylor. That was way over his head. I think the Huskies are getting a little too cute here. Going against the Blue Storm, I believe. So I think they're just going to call it incomplete. Second down and 7. And again, Cartledge is in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the right of the formation, 2 to the left. And yeah, the Blue Storm jumped there. They're going to move this up to. Oh no, a false start against the offense. Second and goal for the 12. So that is a really big call. I mean, second and goal from the 7 and second and goal from the 12 are 2 completely different scenarios. This is going to change your play call completely. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left in the game is the call. Huskies in need of some points here. The game is slowed down dramatically, but they're able to score. Considering how much trouble the Blue Storm have had moving the ball, this could be the last possession they need. And I think they got the Blue Storm to jump, so they'll get those 5 yards back. And no signal. They seem to have picked the flag up. Not sure what that was about. Second and goal. Cartledge ready to throw this one. Dropping back. Looking straight to the end zone. Got a man. That was Foster, and he batted it to himself and caught it. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Could be the icing on the cake, and it was done in style by DeMonty Foster. Yeah, that was a heck of a throw, too, all the way across the field. Probably 30 or so air yards there for Cartledge. And then Foster, thrown into double coverage, pass tipped up in the air, and then caught by Foster after. That was something. And so now, 2-point conversion attempt. Put this one even further out of reach. 20-6 Huskies. Taylor now back in at quarterback, looking to throw. Got a man. Did he get into the end zone? Yes, he did. And the Huskies were able to extend the lead to 14, 22-6, with about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. The flag thrown after everything was over. And now they just pick it up on it. So, Keith Adams Hunter, kicker for the Huskies, ready to come out and send this one deep here in a moment. Storm need a miracle now. Huskies leading by 14 in a back-and-forth defensive showdown that is entering its final stages. Championship berth on the line, and I think there was a personal foul against the Blue Storm after that one, so they're going to move it up to the 50. And now, for sure, you go onside. The Huskies have already converted one surprise onside kick, and I mean, field position like this, you really don't have anything to lose if you don't convert the kick, if you don't retain possession, because Storm will get the ball around the 40, which is where they've been setting up shop anyway. Instead, it looks like Adams Hunter's going to send it deep, and just kind of swips it. And that's a live ball. I think the Huskies got it. It hit the up end and bounced off, and I think the Huskies have that kick. I've never seen two successful onside kick attempts in a game by the same team. That was something else. And if the game hadn't been clinched before, that'll do it for sure. Upstate Huskies able to retain possession. And so far, I'd argue that Keith Adams Hunter is the MVP of this game. He has had quite a day in the limited action he's seen kicking the ball. First down and 10 for the Huskies, and now is the point, like you were saying, they should probably consider running the ball to take some time off this clock. And now making a lot of substitutions. Brendan Taylor's in the game as a receiver. Carledge, the quarterback. Foster, the running back. Storm DB is providing some leverage. The underneath throw might be there if Cartledge wants it, but it's in their best interest to start running. And Cartledge going to roll out, slings it to the sideline. That's Adrian Briscoe's tiptoeing down the sideline until he steps out around the 15-yard line or so. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 19. So a big play there to get some yardage and get some momentum back. Now the Huskies maybe looking to make this win look a little bit more convincing in the box score. First and 10 from the 19. Taylor rolls to his left. Got a flag down and flips it across the field. That one almost intercepted. Yeah, we'll see what this flag is for. It came from the secondary and was thrown near the offensive line, so I'd be surprised if they were able to see a holding call from there. And it's some kind of personal foul against the Huskies. That'll move them back 15. It's been a sloppy half penalty-wise for both teams after what was a pretty clean first and second quarter. This ball moves all the way back to the 35-yard line. First down and 25. What's the time? 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in this one. The Huskies score here, the game is over for sure. Blue Storm need a stop, preferably a turnover. And Cartledge looking to throw under some major heat and somehow breaks out. Now slings it to the sideline and it's caught. That's going to be a gain of about 10 there. And who else but Derek Gentry able to pick up some yardage and bring up 2nd down and 15. Pump fakes looking toward Taylor. Taylor caught the pass, and now he's making some moves. Tries to extend for the goal line, and he does. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Keontae Cartledge, the running back, in what was technically the Wildcat formation, throws to the starting quarterback and Brendan Taylor, who spins around and gets into the end zone for a Husky touchdown. 28-6. And, I tell you, the Huskies have not had any of those standard, little 1-yard run touchdowns in this game. They have all been very, very dramatic plays. And they have earned every single one of them, I'd argue. Really good second half showing here from the Huskies. 2-point attempt conversion pending. And we got a delay of game, I believe, against the offense. They had some trouble getting their substitutions ready. Two-point conversion attempt is successful, 30-6. What a second half, and what a fourth quarter by the Huskies. I think it was 14-6 going into the fourth, wasn't it? 16 unanswered, put up by Upstate, or actually 22 unanswered, because it was 8-6, and then they got 14-6. Huskies showing out in the second half. 3 minutes and change to go in the game. This one all but out of reach. You can see it there on the Blue Storm sidelines. Frustrations, dismay. Comeback is still statistically possible, but the chances of it are unbelievably low. 2:53 left in the game. Hunter just going to squib this one, see if he can get something out of it. It's fielded well. And Blue Storm out of return going, and it's going to go out to the 42-yard line of the Storm. 1st down and 10 coming up for Charlotte. Nico Cleaves and this Blue Storm offense coming out on the field. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen them, and it really has because of that Adams-Hunter onside kick. And they're going to hand this one off to Ian Ricketts, who pushes off of one of the awesome offensive linemen, and then he tumbles forward for a gain of 6 yards. Blue Storm could have used that one earlier in the game. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. snap, it went right through Cleve's legs, and that one is still going, and I think Cleve's got back on top of it. Both teams had 2 or 3 chances at that one, and it does look like the Blue Storm are going to retain possession there. But a huge loss, Charlotte, on that play. And a timeout taken by Charlotte, it looks like.
I think that's got to be their last.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 23 when we come back. They're at 23 now for the Storm, looking for answers on offense. They've been hard pressed to find them. Now we got some infighting between Cleves and one of his offensive linemen. Now the coaches are coming out onto the field to settle it, so probably have another stoppage of play. Good time to run to the kitchen and grab a drink, I suppose. And so after all that, Cleves just going to look, and he is sacked. Somehow got that ball out. That will probably be intentional grounding if he wasn't down already. And the referee signaled to wind the clock. So it looks like he was down. 4th and, what does that make that? 4th and 30? Heard him say punt. Wide receiver set. They are going to punt this one away. Derek Gentry and Maji Foster back to receive for the Huskies. It is, and something happened there, and it got blocked. So that will do it for the offensive possession for the Blue Storm. Might be their last possession of the game. It's down 10 coming up. Huskies ball is going to be looks like the 27-yard line. And surely the Blue Storm are out of timeouts by this point. It might be within reach for the Huskies to just take a knee and call this one a day. Upstate will be moving on to the championship game against either Rock Hill or Union County. I believe that's next week. Let's see if any scores are up. Got yet another stoppage. Not sure what this is for.
38 seconds.
So you heard it here, 38 seconds left in the game. So this is just a kneel down situation. No word on the game between Rock Hill and Union County. So not sure who the Huskies are going to be playing in the championship. If it's Union County, they'll be home around the Greenville area. If it's Rock Hill, they'll be playing that game in Rock Hill. So, okay, I don't know how that happened, but somehow or another, the Blue Storm retained possession. Oh, are the referees just feeling bad for him or something? They want to give him one last chance? I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Next, they kicked it, we got it, we fumbled it.
Oh, could be. Then what happened? They moved the sticks. Oh, and a flag. False start against the Blue Storm. So, what I'm seeing up here, it looks to be first down and 30. I don't know how they did make it first down and 35.
Why are you jumping offside?
Yeah, first down and 25. First and 10. I don't know what that was about. Leaves back to throw. Rolling out to his left. Got a man open downfield, and he's sacked well behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up second down, and I don't know where he's spotted. This is a major loss. He's 15. Making a loss of 20 yards. Second down and 30 coming up for the Blue Storm.
Is the clock running?
And there it is. That is how the ball game will end with a 20-yard sack. Quarterback Nico Cleves. The Upstate Huskies are moving on to the SMAC championship game against either the Rock Hill or Union County. 30-6, your final from Piedmont, South Carolina, the Piedmont Athletic Complex. Not conflict, excuse me. Signing off the Upstate Huskies, and for our cameraman, Dan Ruff, I'm Luke Ruff. We'll see you next time.